Everyone, it's been a while since I've done one of these videos, but I wanted to share an update on kind of where I've been. I did a few journaling videos earlier this year, and I'm coming up on a year, or just over a year of journaling, and so I wanted to share a little bit about my journaling process. And I started with the bullet journal and just trying to figure out, what does this look like for me? What is Because part of the challenge was I would open my phone and I would be immediately distracted. Even when I was just trying to look for my to-do list or my calendar, I would just be distracted by all of the little things that are available to me in that little rectangle. And so I wanted to remove some of the distractions. And so I started journaling. I read bullet journal book, the bullet journal method, and I found it to be simple and interesting. And so that's where I started with this book, this journal in July of 2023. And I'm did everything that I've saw people do, like put the dates on the side and then number it for archives someday. I don't know. But I started off with a very basic bullet journal method, just keeping it very simple, and that was really helpful. The challenge with this first journal was I kind of got wrapped up in some planning problems, and so I started using this as my joke writing journal as well, because this was about the same time I started doing open mic comedy. And so I found that I was kind of running out of pages, and where I made a division to say, this is my joke writing section, this is my planning and daily logging section. So this first one's kind of a mess. And so as I continued on, I eventually came to the place where this is the April 24th through July 24, volume 4. And this is where I decided that I was going to, or by this point, I had decided that my system was going to focus on, for these journals, was on the daily. And I would do joke writing in a different journal altogether. And so kind of like a morning pages approach. I just wake up, I spend like 10 minutes writing different ideas for jokes, and most of them are absolute garbage, but just trying to process and find new material. And so what I do now with this is I have a Bible reading section, and then I like kind of write out my prayer journal, and then I have my daily calendar and my tasks and my health tracking. And so let me show you in the newest journal. I went back to the official bullet journal branded journal for a couple of reasons. One is I don't know if this helps, but when you look at a blank page, there are little dots on the margins to tell you where the thirds of the page are, or the half of the page. And I use that for my tracking purposes. And so let me kind of open up to today, because I haven't filled out all of today's yet. But this is, so August 2nd is when I'm filming this, and it's Friday. That's what I wrote there. And so then my hours, and then the things I want to get done today. I haven't done all this yet. I wanted to show you a blank page before I filled it in. And health tracking. And something I'm adding now in this quarter is tracking my water to make sure I'm drinking at least 8 glasses of water a day. And so this is 32 ounces. So that'll be four glasses with my pellet ice. It's a win. So I'm doing that. So that's what I'm doing in here. And then on the weekends, I will do a single page, because I don't really have as many tasks or appointments on the weekends. And so it'll be a single page for those days instead of a double page spread. But I've just found that taking time in the morning to put all of the things that are on my calendar, block those in first, and then think about all the tasks that I have to do that day. And so like yesterday, Thursday, I had a lot to do. And so I filled all of that in, and I got it all done. And I was able to track when I exercised, what I ate, and my water hit the goal. yeah, so that's what I do daily. But I also have this habit tracker thing that I'm doing each day. With one of the things that's going to be like a main thing that I'm doing that day. So I've got some vacation this month coming up, so I've tracked that in there, and then I haven't written out all of my August goals yet. And this is important because July, in this journal and in my joke journal, July I didn't write out any goals, and um, I felt like I was not as productive and focused as I could have been in July. And so, trying to take some time today, I'm going to write out some goals for July, some goals, some intentions, and to try to get that on handled. But then I also in January I found this Leuchtterm journal, and it's called Some Lines a Day. And so I started. This is a 5-year journal, and so so here's August 13. Each section is a year, and so yeah, so I'm kind of going through and writing things in that. And July was not great. I didn't really do any of this in July. Went out of town for a little bit. I had just a lot of different distractions, and my desk where I keep this at home was also a complete mess. And so I didn't really think about it. And so I'm trying to get back into that as well, to just be sure to like write down a few reflections and thoughts each day. And so this process of journal writing has been helpful for me for a variety of reasons. But the main thing that I have been wanting to accomplish from this is not just to have paper documents, paper artifacts. What I really wanted was clarity, and bringing clarity into every day. What am I doing? What am I up to? How am I using my time? And like, what are the things that I keep finding myself, even in the prayer journal section? What are the things I keep praying about? What are the things I keep coming back to? And so having something to look over and review has been very helpful for me in that regard. And then also it's intended to help me minimize the distractions from the rectangle. And so every time I don't have to open my phone to check my calendar, that is helpful to stay focused on the work that I'm supposed to be doing. And so, yeah, so that was a 1-year update on kind of where I'm at on my journaling. I would encourage you to journal. I'll throw some links in because I have used the official bullet journal branded Leuchtterm journals, but then also the just the standard Leuchtterm. And let me talk about that real quick. The standard Leuchtterm journal dotted grid has more pages in it than the bullet journal branded journal. However, the pages are thinner, and so your ink of your pen bleeds through. Whereas with the bullet journal method, it is, it's got those marks on the margins for like drawing out grids and stuff, but the pages are thicker, and so there is not as much bleed through for your notes, and so you're able to see a clean page each day, and I think that's really helpful. The other fun thing about this is I can see kind of what are the things that I was up to, because I like to buy stickers when I go to different places and do different things. And so, I have some stickers for a trip we went on. I bought this at the ocean in the summertime. We went to the Need to Breathe concert, and I have a sticker pack that I bought from there, and so that's a Need to Breathe sticker. Here I have The Sunlit Man by Brandon Sanderson from the Kickstarter campaign. It came with some stickers for each book, and I really liked that book. That book was excellent. And so, so I'm just kind of tracking not just what I'm up to, but then also some of the things that I enjoyed or participated in, or places I went are also on the artifact of the journal. And so another piece that I found to be very helpful is I have purchased little sticker tabs for pen loops. So I have a pen with me on the journal at all times. And then I have, and I've talked about this before on previous videos, I have these tinier notebooks. And so I'm listening through the Apple 100 best albums. And so as I'm listening to the album, I will take notes on some of my thoughts and then do a quick 1-minute review that I post to YouTube. And so I have that in my journal as well, because where I am, this journal is, and I'm listening to music, it's all in one place. And I don't have to find it on my phone or on a note on my computer. I just am able to go right to the place where my brain is hanging out, put in all my thoughts into one place. And it's been super helpful. So, yeah, I'd love to hear from you, though. What are some of your journal experiences? What are some things that you have tried or have found to be frustrating or super helpful? And I'd love to hear from you on that. So leave a comment. If you think this is interesting or you're interested in what else I'm doing, click around on my channel, subscribe. I post a lot about music right now, but I also share some of my comedy journey and talk about books sometimes. And yeah, so I'm just sharing my life, and the journal has been a significant part of my life. And so thank you for taking the time, and I look forward to hearing from you in the comments. See y'all later.